Will you come with me? We'll find our way to a world beyond control. You gotta feel the speed, break all the limits, running wild and free. We're gonna be, take a race and see. Will you come with me?
Fast Track is about 4 young people in Germany who are addicted to speed. And I don't mean the drug, I mean driving fast.
Well, Fast Track, it's basically set around the legal world of street racing. It's great, it's a load of fast cars, beautiful women.
Custom-made cars being raced all around the back streets of Berlin and in warehouses. A lot of money attached to that, the gambling.
Your phantom driver's got to lose one of these days.
Want a bet?
Always.
But it's not just driving fast. Speed is a way of life for them. Everything has to move at a certain pace. Everything has to be accelerating. Everything has to have an edge, has to have risk. So what they bring to racing, they also bring to every other aspect of their lives. To romance, to the job, to everything.
Welcome to Mike Cassidy's world.
The key for me is to tell a good story, to talk about characters in conflict. The car stuff will come later.
So I fix the cars, I create the cars, I gamble in the races, but I don't ever race them. Katie is the mechanic. She's a young girl who's lost her whole family, and so the people at her garage have become her family, her cousin and her mechanics in her garage, and then eventually, like I said, through the series of events, the other people that come into her life.
I'm Katie's little cousin, Rainer. He longs to be a race car driver, and he's a mechanic at the moment, but he's very technical. He doesn't like to get his hands dirty.
My character is also the master mechanic in the garage, and he's one of these old type where he works with the tools, with his hands. He treats the car like a woman, I suppose. Like, you know, he listens, he feels, he knows what's wrong with it.
Mike has a falling out with his mother in the States, and his father moved away, kind of like was a deadbeat dad, moved away to Germany supposedly, and I'd been caught up in some crimes, some petty thefts and whatnot in Tennessee. And I decided to move to Germany. So I've come to Germany. I'm just trying to progress and trying to, you know, make some money and live and do what I love to do, my passion, which is racing.
Look at me. This is what it looks like when you win. A car can be fixed. It just takes money. You can't buy what I'm feeling.
Are these races illegal?
Anything that feels this good usually is.
Well, my character is actually not very nice in the beginning because she's this very rich girl. She's married to an older guy than her who's very rich, and so she's quite superficial in the beginning because she's used to having everything she wants.
Well, it's nice to play someone it's quite centered and quite straight and not morose, but certainly kind of he's got sort of issues that work, because I'm also playing a cop who believes strongly in the law, as it were, but also kind of gets his kicks from having this sort of dual life.
Well, basically he's Batman and Bruce Wayne. I mean, by day he's this rigid cop, you know, who lives within certain parameters and never wavers and sticks to the law, but by night he's this dark phantom street racer who owns the road.
I play Wolf. Who's your archetypal bad guy?
I'm gonna need some collateral.
Yeah, the car's not mine. Oh, no shit, delivery boy.
If I win, I want your hand.
I mean, I've always played the bad guy. I always run around with a gun, but I didn't have a gun in this one. But I had a car. So you might say he's a strong, silent type, but so yeah, he doesn't say much. But behind the wheel of a car, he's cooler than a pocket full of penguin shit.
My character is Gregor Gargalov, and he's from the Ukraine, and I'm playing the bad guy in the movie. And Gregor is rich, and he's involved in all these street car racings.
Axel's terrific. Axel's got he knows exactly what he wants. He's in total control. He never has to show authority. He simply has authority.
He's just a real guy's guy that you're able to feel, that you can do anything you want to do in front of that camera and feel like even if it's the worst decision or the worst choice you have made in your career, Axel will come over and be like, that was good, okay, now let's try it in this way. Or he gives you positive feedback constantly, but allowing you to just, whatever it is, morph your reaction into something else that he feels is something, that'll work for the sequence.
He's very clear about what he wants, which as an actor is exactly what you need.
And then Axel will pick up on things that Lee misses, and then vice versa. And Axel gave a great twist to it as well when we started rehearsing with him. I think, again, because he's written it, he knows it all. Sometimes being so involved can mean you miss things as well. So then when Axel came along, there was this wonderful balance between the two, like Jedi Masters.
It was a hard job to find the right cars for our show. The picture vehicle department and the stunt crew have worked very good together, and we rent a lot of cars from the tuning scene.
All these people are nice enough to bring their cars out from all across Germany, and we're very fortunate for that.
Es ist sehr wichtig für den Zuschauer zu sehen, dass die Schauspieler, die dort behaupten, diese Autos zu fahren, die auch wirklich fahren können. Deswegen haben wir ein sehr intensives Fahrtraining gehabt. Da hat sogar die Arian teilgenommen, die Katie spielt, die in dem ganzen Film kein Auto fährt.
Me and Andrew and Alexia and Joseph and Lee all got to do stunt training, driving with them.
And it was so exciting. And we did all those complicated things, not the drifting part, because drifts are very hard to do, but other parts where you, with the handbrake, and you turn all the car 180 degrees and... Actually, I loved it, and I managed to do a few things, but to do it filming, I think they need you to be very precise, and so I know Andrew is doing all his stunt things.
Basically, they said, on the day, if we feel comfortable enough to do our own stunts, we'll be able to do our own stunts. And I had said, yeah, I'd love to do my own stunts as much as I could possibly do.
For me, the stunt aspect was about calming my nerves and knowing that I could do it and not rushing things and breathing and remembering to have fun as well.
Wow.
I didn't want to make my character look like he couldn't drive that great, so I left the real difficult stuff to Carl because he's a great driver.